A stunning Ritz Cove home just sold for nearly $12 million. We also just saw our first seasonal shift in the inventory. And despite mortgage rates hitting a 12-month high, we're seeing multiple offer situations across the beach cities. Let's jump into this week's Beach Cities Market Update. The high sale of the week this week was 78 Ritz Cove that sold for $11,800,000. Located just above Salt Creek Beach, this home had everything that today's luxury buyer is looking for. Whitewater ocean views, a complete high-end renovation, a 5-car subterranean garage, and a rooftop deck built for entertaining. Ritz Cove continues to be one of the premier neighborhoods here in the beach cities because it offers beach access, gated privacy, and one of the best views across the entire coastline. Let's take a look at the beach cities numbers that matter. We've defined the beach cities as Dana Point, San Clemente, San Juan Capistrano, and Laguna Niguel. After inventory has climbed for the last several months, we finally saw our summer peak of inventory and watched the total number of active listings drop this week from 454 down to 445 active listings. What bucked the normal seasonal curve, which we had already started to see, was the drop in demand. So pendings had already started to decline 2 weeks ago, but this week, the total number of homes that are currently under contract went up from 175 to 176 listings. So is this a new trend where we're going to see the market come back towards the end of the summer, or is that a fluke? Let me know in the comments what you think. But when reviewing the numbers this week, the thing that really caught my attention is that even though we've already seen demand start to come down a little bit in the last 2 weeks, the number of homes that have actually closed escrow in the last 30 days went up and jumped from 197 properties to 208. So while inventory is beginning to tighten a little bit, buyers are actually closing on buying more homes right now than they have all year. If we take a quick look at what we looked like exactly 1 year ago today, instead of 445 active listings, we had 528. 196 homes were under contract at that time representing demand, but they had only closed 189 in the previous 30 days. Well, if you look at any news headline story right now about real estate, mortgage rates have the attention because we are at 12-month highs on mortgage rates. Yesterday we hit 6.85. Today we're a little bit underneath that at 6.81, and it's gonna be a hairy ride. I can't wait to see what happens in the next few weeks. The best thing that could happen right now for interest rates is for us to actually get somewhere in the Iranian war conflict and see that thing settle down, and then we'll start to see mortgage rates come down right behind it. So while normally higher interest rates cool demand, the buyer's market is very resilient here in the beach cities, and it's continued to be a red hot market. Along those lines, I want to have a quick story time and pull back the curtain on a recent contract negotiations that we just had for an escrow that we just opened yesterday. 28072 Paseo Ventura in San Juan Capistrano. There were a total of 8 offers on this property, and congratulations to our buyers who got it. After everything was said and done and we had the contract signed, the listing agent told me that one of the major things that separated our offer from everybody else was the agent communication and the rapport that we built with that listing agent. This is just a glimpse into the behind the scenes of real estate because this is such an important part to be a winning buyer in a competitive situation. Writing a winning offer isn't just about having the highest price. Often it's about understanding the seller's needs, their timelines, and what's most important to the seller on that side of the transaction so that your offer can reflect their needs and stand out against another offer that may have similar terms. And when 2 or 3 or maybe 8 offers satisfy what the seller is looking for, often listing agents, even though they're not allowed to tell you, they pick favorites. And becoming the favorite agent of that listing agent is something that your agent has to specialize in. If you're writing offer after offer and not getting accepted, that might be the one thing you haven't considered is how well does my agent do in creating a great relationship with the listing agent on the other side so that no matter what the terms are, if they're close, we're the favorite and we get the opportunity to adjust what we have to so that you get the house you want to live in and you don't miss out on it. In my opinion, I think that's one of the biggest values working with a local buyer's agent that knows the agents and the market brings to the table. This week's deal of the week is 34562 Camino El Molino in Capo Beach and Dana Point. It just hit the market. I actually toured this home when it sold 4 years ago for $1.2 million, and it's a unique property. Not only does it have fantastic mid-century modern design, it features a 2-car garage in the back of the property that was recently transitioned to an ADU. Sitting in a neighborhood with no HOA, this creates all kinds of possibilities. It's perfect for that buyer that wants to create passive passive income from renting out the back house, or that wants to have family close but not too close. It's listed today at $1.39 million, and it's gonna move fast. If you want to get a tour of it as soon as possible, reach out to me. I'd love to help you get out there right away. That's this week's Beach Cities market update. The numbers are really interesting this week because we see a decline in inventory, a slight rise in demand, and buyers are really out there even though mortgage rates are at a high for the last 12 months. Follow along because I'll be watching the numbers closely to see if this turns into an abnormally hot late summer market or if mortgage rates rising eventually cools buyer demand. If you're thinking about buying or selling in Dana Point, San Clemente, San Juan Capistrano, or Laguna Niguel, we'd love to help you build a custom strategy to make sure that you win in this market. And if you enjoy these weekly updates, be sure to subscribe. I'll see you next week.